Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here this fine Saturday. Hope you have a great weekend planned, including time at church somewhere. Uh, we'd love to invite you to Poplar Grove if you don't have a church home. But if your church home, you have a church home, be there, support it tomorrow morning. All right. In the meantime, like, share, comment on the post, and then join me in Genesis chapter 21, looking at verse number 33. And it's a kind of a unusual piece of the story. Verse 33 says, Abraham planted a tamarisk tree in Beersheba and called there on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. And Abraham sojourned many days in the name of in the land of the Philistines. This is not a planting trees was not a normal part of the Old Testament covenants. However, this is interpreted to mean and to show that Abraham intended on staying in that land, on living peacefully with the people of that land, doing what you and I should do as sojourners. We're like Abraham. Abraham was in a foreign land. If you're a child of God, you are a sojourner. You are in a foreign land. And we should seek to live as much as possible peaceably with all men. We don't compromise our beliefs. We don't compromise our theology, our doctrine, our relationship with God, but we don't get caught up in trivial pursuits. We don't get involved in mindless, silly debates and arguments. And so Abraham is making that making that commitment here with that bush. This bush is one that it was a little small bush that grew in the desert, and it was one that was used a lot of times to provide shade to people who were traveling. And so it's kind of seen as Abraham offering a peace offering, a gift to people who would be traveling through this land. But then the important thing we see there is this balance. He plants this tree, but then he calls on the name of the Lord. Because he was in the land of the Philistines and he was playing nice with the Philistines. He was, getting along with them and, wasn't picking a fight with them. But he didn't fail in his worship. He continued to lift up God, continued to worship God, even in this foreign land. I just think that's such a beautiful picture of what God desires out of his people. We are sojourners in a foreign land. We are outnumbered. I don't think anybody would argue that statement. Christians, believers, followers of Jesus Christ, we are outnumbered in this world. There are far more unbelievers than there are believers, depending on who you believe tells how badly we're outnumbered. But yet we're called on to live in this land. I think about the Jews when they were carried away into their captivity. They were directed to plant gardens, to build homes, to dwell there. They were captive. There wasn't a whole lot they could do about it till God intervened. But in the meantime, they were supposed to make the best of that situation. As believers, we should be planting trees, planting peace. We're called on to be peacemakers, actually. Not just peacekeepers, but peacemakers. We're to go out and actually make the peace. And he does that, and so he's working to have peace with the Philistines, but never sacrificing his walk with God. That's a real challenge for a lot of people. We end up, when we try to make peace with the people around us, a lot of times we end up acting like the people around us. We end up picking up their habits. The whole idea is that we are the representative, that the world should be learning from you and I. You think about it. You have a good day. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.